Who is the world government? When it comes to world government, the imagination draws images of mysterious shadowy structures that control the fate of peoples and states. However, it is worth remembering that such concepts often remain in the realm of conspiracy theories and conspiracy theories. Here are a few organizations that play a key role in ruling the world: the Bilderberg Club. This elite forum brings together political, financial, and media elites from around the world each year. Club members discuss global issues and development strategies, but their meetings are strictly confidential, leading to much speculation about the Bilderberg's influence on world politics. Oh, the Bilderberg Club. It is one of the most mysterious and discussed organizations in the world. Can you imagine? It's where the most powerful people on the planet gather to discuss the future of humanity? Or so many people think. What is the Bilderberg Club? It's an informal group that meets once a year to discuss important world issues. The club was founded in 1954 and named after the Bilderberg Hotel in the Netherlands, where the first meeting was held. Since then, these meetings have become annual, and they are held in different countries. Bilderberg Club meetings are held in strict confidentiality. The venue is kept secret until the last moment, and participants arrive incognito. No official statements are made after the meetings, no minutes are published. Everything that is known about what happens at these meetings is based on leaks and speculation by journalists. The meetings usually last several days. Participants are given the opportunity to discuss a wide range of topics: economics, politics, international relations, science, technology, and more. Discussions take the form of roundtables, panel discussions, and one-on-one conversations. Bilderberg Club meetings are attended by representatives from a wide variety of fields: politicians, bankers, entrepreneurs, scientists, journalists, military, and even monarchs. Among the famous participants are such personalities as Henry Kissinger, David Rockefeller, Bill Gates, Angela Merkel, and many others. Interestingly, the composition of the participants changes every year. Usually about 120 to 150 people are invited, and about 2/3 of them are Europeans, and the rest are Americans and representatives of other regions of the world. Why are there so many rumors? The main reason is the lack of official information. People tend to fill the gaps in their knowledge with their own versions of events. Many people believe that important decisions are made at these meetings, which are then realized in the international arena. For example, it is believed that the Bilderberg Club determines candidates for key positions in international organizations or influences elections in various countries. Others see the club as a tool for establishing a new world order, where a small group of people rule the entire world. In the grand hall of one of the most prestigious hotels in the world, surrounded by mountains and lakes, the participants of the 70th anniversary meeting of the Bilderberg Club gathered. The agenda for 2024 promised to be intense, and everyone knew that the decisions made here would have a huge impact on the world. On the table lay an invitation adorned with gold letters, reminding the participants of the importance of this event. 70 years ago, when the world was still recovering from the consequences of the war, the founders of the club dreamed of creating a platform where the elite could discuss the future of humanity. Today, their dreams have become a reality, but new challenges lay ahead. The main topics on the agenda included economic crisis management, international relations, and global warming. However, one of the issues was the anticipated reform of the global financial system. Participants discussed the possibility of introducing a single digital currency controlled by several major banks. This initiative provoked a strong reaction among those gathered. "We can't afford to lose control over finance," said one member of the club, the head of a large investment fund. "If we introduce a single currency, we will lose the independence of our countries." Another participant, the finance minister of a leading European power, countered, "The world is changing and we need to adapt." A single currency will simplify international transactions and make financial flows more transparent. It will make the economy more stable. Artificial intelligence was also on the agenda. Leading scientists, bankers, financiers, technology tycoons, and participants responsible for defense and security discussed the opportunities and risks associated with them. Artificial intelligence could change our society forever, remarked one participant, a director of a major IT company. We must be prepared for what the future holds. But it was not only artificial intelligence that occupied the minds of the participants. One of the most important items on the agenda was a discussion of the future of wars. Experts predicted that traditional conflicts will give way to cyber warfare and information operations. The question of how to protect national interests in the new digital space sparked a lively debate. "We are on the cusp of a new era," said the former general, now national security advisor. "The wars of the future will be fought not on the battlefield, but in virtual space. We need to develop a strategy to stay one step ahead of our adversaries." The discussions continued throughout the night, and by morning the participants concluded that the future requires flexibility and a willingness to change. It was decided to create a working group to develop a plan for implementing the new strategy. Each country retained the right to veto the final decision. They realized that the upcoming changes could dramatically alter the global economy and political map. Another organization that influences the world order is the Trilateral Commission. It is an international organization created in 1973 on the initiative of David Rockefeller, one of the most influential bankers of his time. Its members include high-ranking government officials, businessmen, and scientists. The main goal of the Commission is to strengthen cooperation between three key regions: North America, USA, Western Europe, and East Asia, Japan. The Trilateral Commission has been accused of seeking to create a one-world government, although officially its purpose is to discuss economic and political issues. At first glance, it sounds rather prosaic, doesn't it? The members of the Trilateral Commission are high-ranking government officials, major businessmen, and leading scientists. These are people who hold key positions in their fields and have a huge influence on decision-making. For example, former presidents, ministers, heads of large companies and universities can be found among the members of the Commission. Membership in the Commission is limited. There are about 400 people in total, and it is not easy to get in. Membership is by invitation and candidates are carefully considered. This creates a sense of exclusivity and secrecy, which of course adds to the organization's mystique. Officially, the Tripartite Commission discusses economic and political issues affecting the three regions. Conferences are held annually, where participants exchange opinions, share experiences, and propose solutions to current problems. The Commission also issues reports and analytical materials that are available to the general public. Why is there so much noise around the Trilateral Commission? The fact is that any closed organization, especially such an influential one, inevitably arouses suspicion. People tend to think that things are going on behind the scenes that the general public will never know about. Add to this the fact that the commissioners are real heavyweights in world politics and business, and you have the perfect recipe for conspiracy theories. Some believe that the Trilateral Commission is a tool to establish a new world order where a small group of people will control resources, finances, and information. Others believe the Commission is in the business of planning for future wars, economic crises, and even pandemics. The CFR, the Council on Foreign Relations, established in 1921, brings together foreign policy experts from the United States and other countries. Members of this organization have a serious influence on how the foreign policy of the US and other nations is shaped. Critics believe that the CFR plays an important role in protecting the interests of the world's elite. The Council on Foreign Relations researches and discusses the most important foreign policy issues. They constantly conduct various studies, issue reports, organize conferences and seminars, and advise governments and the business community. Members of the organization often meet to discuss current issues and develop common solutions. One of the CFR's main tasks is to provide advice and recommendations on issues such as international security, economics, diplomacy, and human rights. The Council's experts actively develop strategies and proposals that can then be adopted by politicians and officials. The CFR is also known for its many connections and contacts. Members of the organization have access to rare information and can influence decision-making in the international arena. The CFR is made up of people from a wide range of backgrounds: politicians, diplomats, academics, businessmen, journalists, and public figures. These are those who hold high positions and have serious weight in their circle. Among famous CFR members, you can find former U.S. presidents, foreign ministers, heads of major companies and banks, as well as Nobel Prize winners. Being part of the CFR is prestigious and speaks of high status and influence. The CFR is quite complex. It has different committees, working groups, and research centers. Each of these structures is responsible for a specific topic or region, which helps to better utilize the knowledge and expertise of their members. Although the CFR officially claims that they are independent and neutral, many skeptics believe that the organization strongly influences the foreign policy of the U.S. and other countries. Some even call the CFR a shadow government, believing that its members make decisions that are then implemented through official structures. Commercial Energy Working Group is one of the most influential lobbying organizations in the U.S., significantly affecting the formation of laws and decision-making in the energy industry. Here's the tricky part: it's not clear whose interests it actually promotes. Their lack of a website and social media pages only adds to the suspicion that they are trying to hide something. Journalists have managed to partially clarify the situation. It turned out that the Commercial Energy Working Group cooperates with the reputable Washington law firm Sutherland Aspel and Brennan. The documents indicate that the group consists of several commercial companies operating in the energy industry. However, the specific name of these companies is nowhere given, leaving open the question of who actually runs the organization and what its goals are. The secrecy of this group leads to many rumors and suspicions. Some analysts believe that it may be backed by major energy market players, both regional and international, who want to influence laws in their favor. The lack of transparency raises doubts and raises questions about possible conflicts of interest and threats to society. At a time when energy security and sustainable development issues are becoming more important, this lack of transparency raises serious concerns. The Rothschilds are one of the most famous and wealthy families in the world. They earned their fortune and influence in banking, and conspiracy theorists believe they control a significant portion of the world's finances and play an important role in shaping global economic policy. The Rothschilds began their path to success back in the 18th century when Mayer Amschel Rothschild opened his first bank in Germany. Since then, their influence has spread around the world and they now symbolize financial success and power. It all started when Mayer Amschel Rothschild was an antiques and coin dealer. He quickly realized that money can be made not only on goods, but also on financial transactions. At the beginning of the 19th century, he opened a bank in Frankfurt, which was the beginning of their large banking business. Mayer Amschel Rothschild's descendants continued his business by opening bank branches in London, Paris, Vienna, and Naples. It was then that the Rothschilds created the first true international financial empire. They lent to governments, financed wars and revolutions, invested in industry and trade. Today, the Rothschilds own vast fortunes and control significant assets around the world. They continue to be involved in banking, investments, real estate, and other businesses. Their family wealth is estimated in the tens of billions of dollars, and their influence is felt in many areas of life. Conspiracy theorists claim that the Rothschilds control a significant portion of the world's finances and play an important role in shaping global economic policy. They believe that the family uses its wealth and connections to influence governments, central banks, and international organizations. One of the most popular myths about the Rothschilds is the claim that they were behind the creation of the U.S. Federal Reserve. According to this theory, the Rothschilds, along with other major banks, organized a meeting on Jekyll Island in 1910 where the decision was made to create the FRS. Another popular belief states that the Rothschilds control the world's gold and oil markets. They use their financial power to manipulate the price of these resources, which allows them to make huge profits. When it comes to influential figures who can have a significant impact on world politics and economics, we can highlight political leaders, such as heads of state and government, who play a key role in shaping international relations. For example, the President of the United States, the Chancellor of Germany, the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, and others. Leaders of international organizations such as the Secretary General of the UN, the Director of the IMF, the Chairman of the World Bank, and others, who have significant influence over global regulation and coordination. Owners of large businesses and multinational corporations such as Jeff Bezos, Amazon, Elon Musk, Tesla, SpaceX, Warren Buffett, Berkshire Hathaway, and others have significant influence on the global economy and politics through their companies and investments. Wealthy philanthropists such as Bill Gates, Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, George Soros, Open Society Foundations, and others influence the global agenda through their philanthropic foundations and initiatives. Leading academics, economists, and experts in various fields influence the development of policies and strategies by providing advice and analysis. Some religious and cultural leaders, such as the Pope and others, have significant moral and spiritual influence on millions of people around the world. Activists and public figures such as Greta Thunberg, climate activist, Malala Yousafzai, women's rights and education advocate, and others bring attention to global issues and drive change. In addition to the Rothschilds, there are other influential families that have a powerful position in the world through their wealth, political connections, and business. The Rockefeller family, made famous by John D. Rockefeller, founder of the Standard Oil Company. Today, the Rockefellers own large assets in real estate, banking, and philanthropy. They are also known for their involvement in politics and international relations. The Saudi royal family has large oil reserves and plays a key role in Saudi Arabia's economy. Its members have a significant impact on world politics and economy, especially in the energy sector. The Morgan family became famous thanks to John Pierpont Morgan, who founded J.P. Morgan and Company, now known as J.P. Morgan Chase. The Morgans contributed significantly to the development of the U.S. banking system and still maintain influence in the financial sector today. Although the Windsors are not a traditional business family, their influence on world politics and culture cannot be overemphasized. The British royal family has considerable wealth and influence and maintains close ties with various international organizations. The Oppenheimer family is known for its influence in South Africa and the world through the mining of diamonds and other precious stones. The founder of De Beers, Ernest Oppenheimer, laid the foundation for the family business, which continues to thrive today. The Koch family, known for brothers Charles and David Koch, owns Koch Industries, one of the largest privately held companies in the world. The Koches are active in politics and support conservative movements in the United States. The DuPont family is known for their involvement in the chemical and munitions industries. They have had a significant influence on the American economy and politics over the years. The Italian Agnelli family is known for their control of the Fiat automobile company and many other businesses. They also have a significant influence in European politics and culture. Henry Ford, founder of the Ford Motor Company, created one of the largest automobile companies in the world. His descendants continue to own stock in the company and participate in its management. Freemasons are one of the oldest and most mysterious organizations in the world. Most of them are involved in charitable projects and culture, but it is believed that the top of Freemasonry is involved in the management of world affairs. Freemasons have been around for a long time. They are attracted by their mysticism and symbolism, because of which different conspiracy theories often arise around them. Some believe that the Illuminati are associated with the Masons, or are part of them at all. According to these theories, both organizations allegedly want to establish a new world order, where power will belong to a narrow circle of people. Freemasonry, or Freemasonry, appeared in the late 16th, early 17th century in England. At first, they were just associations of Masons who built cathedrals and castles. But over time, Freemasonry became more than just a craft organization. It became a philosophical and moral movement that united people of different social strata and professions. The basic idea of Freemasonry was to help each other, strive for excellence, and maintain brotherhood. Conspiracy theories link Freemasons with the Illuminati, claiming that both movements have the same goals and methods. Proponents of these theories believe that the Illuminati may have emerged as a separate branch of the Masonic order, or that there is some special connection between the two. One possible reason for this connection is a shared belief in the ideas of enlightenment and freedom of thought. The main idea that is associated with the Illuminati and Freemasons is the establishment of the so-called New World Order. This implies the creation of a global system of governance, where all key decisions will be made by only a few selected people. It is believed that such a system will help to get rid of inequality and ensure justice and stability throughout the world. So, what will the future bring? Time will tell.